Hey, how's everyone doing today? So we're going to get started now. So I want to welcome you to this free webinar on how to get started with your own e-commerce store or your affiliate store. This can apply to affiliate stores as well. And how to put it on autopilot mode, or how to set your e-commerce affiliate store growth in autopilot. Now, my name is Ben Murray. I'm a seven-figure marketer and co-founder slash spokesperson for a new app called ShopiRater, which we're going to talk about later in this free training. So what we're going to cover in the free training here, and let me set this up. All right, so first we're going to cover why e-com stores or affiliate stores are the biggest opportunity to make money in the next 5 years, and ways to get started quickly. Then we're going to go over the key ingredients necessary to make sure your store converts and sells long term. We're going to go over a system for getting more authentic reviews and a system that you can put in place today for getting reliable traffic to your stores. And then we're going to go over an overview of the ShopiRater system and how it can help automate the growth of your sales and your stores from scratch, and even more information to start and grow your store. Now at the end we're going to be going over ShopiRater, how this can help you, but you don't need to buy it or spend any money to get value from this training. There's a lot of free information that can benefit you through this entire video training. Now by the end of this video training, you'll know two important systems it takes to automate the growth of any e-commerce store and the technology to allow you to do so if you wanted to. So you can go out after this video, open up the store, and put in place the systems for it to grow for you and build a real brand in the process. So this webinar might take up to 30 minutes, may take up to an hour. So I really recommend turning off your phone, putting it on silent for the next 30 minutes or so, and put away any distractions like pages that you're opening right now and you're browsing, because we're going to be going over some information for those people looking to start or scale something real. Meaning that this isn't going to be about cool gadgets or video apps or or tools, but core stuff that you need to really grow a business. Now, if you're on here, chances are you've already bought a bunch of tools, but maybe you don't have a real business in which you're using all these tools for. Now, video apps, marketing tools, these things are great and can help speed up the process, but if you don't really have like a core hub or store or home where you're selling real products that benefit people, well, you're kind of wasting your time. Now, also, if you have a question, profited, but not just profited over a weekend, but they're continuing to expand and drive sales, and they've been for several years now, and they're expanding. And number two, well, it's worked for us as well. Now we've been able to use the same system and the app to take stores that were pretty much dead. They didn't really have any sales or visitors, and the products were kind of the same as everyone else, to be able to take it to thousands of dollars per day using these exact same systems. And you can do this as well. And three, it's common sense. It's based off of what you would do if you would decide to buy from a store and later become an advocate of that store and refer it to your friends or share it. But before we dive in real quick, I just want to talk about why e-commerce stores are the biggest opportunity out there right now. Now, I don't have to tell you that retail is dying off at the moment, and Warren Buffett even, this was in Business Insider, even said that the department store is online now, and he was selling, expected to sell over the majority of his shares for Walmart, over $900 million worth of Walmart. So if that doesn't tell you anything, that's a pretty big deal. And I don't think I need to go into explaining why retail stores are dying off and technology is replacing offline type shops, and everything is coming online now. In the next couple of years, it's going to be a huge growth. Plus, if you're serious about creating a lasting business, well, physical products, they just convert way easier than a software, or especially information products. With information products or even software, well, you need to pre-sell. You need to explain what it is. You need to kind of convince the person why they need to buy from you, why they can trust you. That's a lot of work if you think about it. Information products are not easy to sell. With a physical product, you just show them what it is, a picture of it, and then either they buy it or they don't. You don't have to be very salesy or put in a lot of work in that. And it's also very easy to get your own e-commerce store up today. You can essentially get it started for free today using two systems that are really good. Shopify, which you can use for a free trial, and then it's like $9 per month after your initial trial. And then during the initial trial, which is free, you can actually sell things and make money to make up the cost of the $9 per month. And then WooCommerce, that's free to get started, and that's another really great system. It's a little bit harder to get set up than Shopify, but it's free and it works with WordPress, and there's a lot more flexibility to that. So those are two platforms that you can use, and people are using actually right now to have 8-figure businesses online, and even more than that. So what type of stores and niches work today to make money from e-commerce or even like an affiliate type store? Well, after analyzing stores out there, we found that stores that created a monopoly of a small niche and then expanded outward work the best. So what do I mean by that? Well, meaning that you own a small sub niche, and then once you become known for, like, you become the guy day for a year. This is something that you start on a Friday. You put up some products Saturday, and then you're kind of done making money on Sunday. This is something that we're growing long term, and you can make real passive income from. Now, sub niche, I mean just like a something that's a subcategory of a larger market. So, for example, garden gnomes are a very small sub niche of lawn and garden, the industry of lawn and garden. So you can set up a store about garden gnomes and become known for the best store that delivers the best content. They have the best selection. You know what garden gnomes to recommend. And then once you kind of own that spot and people are coming to you actively to seek out garden gnome information and buy garden gnomes, well, then you can sell just garden statues in general. It doesn't have to be gnomes. And then once you become really good for that and you have some brand advocates and you have 1,000 fans that trust you, then you can expand to more gardening equipment, for example, and expand outward. Now, two stores that I wanted to show real quick here. Market research, the guy behind this, you probably find out that, well, there's not really that big of a demand for people who want to put high quality products in their beard. But he was passionate about that. He had a big beard and he started growing it, and now it's making millions of dollars and doing really good. Another example of this is one called Swanick Sleep. This is another store that's now doing in the 7 figures, and what it was it's just a sunglasses store, but instead of selling every type of sunglass, it just sold these sunglasses that had tinted red lights, and it was, the pitch was to these supposedly will help block out blue light and help you sleep better. And they didn't even have a bunch of sleep products. Now they're expanding to get some more sleep products in there to help you sleep better. But it started out with just one type of sunglass that had red light, and you bought just to kind of wear in the evening, and that was it. And they focused on just that, and it got some traction. Now it's growing, and now they're starting to include some more products, some more different type of sleeping equipment that that you can use. Okay, so what type of stores can you create? So first, what you can do is create affiliate marketing based stores. Now, we don't really need to go into this one too much, and you're probably familiar with this one as it's the easiest to get started with today. You don't need to worry about creating the products. What you have to do is join an affiliate program like Amazon's affiliate program, or another one called shareasale.com. And instead of customers ordering a product from your WooCommerce shop or Shopify shop, well, they're just redirected via your affiliate link to Amazon to buy the product. And then in this case, if you use Amazon's affiliate program, and then you get a commission for referring them. Now, this is the easiest to get set up. You can get set up today. Of course, the issue is that you'll be making the least amount of money per sale, as you just get a small commission, especially if you're using like Amazon's affiliate program. Sometimes they're only paying like 3% of the sale now. making it a little bit harder to reinvest in traffic and advertising to get more traction for your store. And there's likely to be more competition as this one has the easiest barrier to entry. However, you can get started with your own affiliate-based store today. Now, another store that you can create, drop shipping store. Now, this means that you can find products already out there, physically sell them in your store, and drop ship them to your customer, meaning that you don't have to store the product in a warehouse. You don't even have to ship it. You don't have to worry about fulfillment at all. You can have a third-party company that manufactures that product, do the fulfillment for you while you collect the profit, and you can mark up the product any way you choose, and then whenever they buy from you, they'll get the physical product in the store. So how do you find products to drop ship that are related to your niche? Well, one of the easiest ways is a site called AliExpress, and I'm just going to do a quick example here. Now, there's a bunch of drop shipping sites out there. Here's just an example of one where you can go to AliExpress and type in something like cat toys, like say you want to be in the animal niche. Then we can go through here and see all the different drop shipping products that you can potentially buy. So say, for example, we like this tunnel here. You can click on the tunnel, check it out, and then you can see the price here and go down to shipping and then see how much they're asking for shipping. And then what you want to do is you can actually take these images, the vendors here, they know that people are drop shipping their products. They're well aware of that. You can actually, so you can actually download all the products, all the images. It'd be best to buy it yourself and do your own unique images, but you can do this as well, and then upload them to your Shopify store, and then just mark up the price. So instead of $10, sell it for $30 plus shipping, or $20 plus shipping. And then when someone buys the $20 funny pet tunnel cat play from your Shopify store, you turn around, place an order through here, click buy now, and then in the checkout, just put a note saying, hey, this is a drop shipping order. So the vendor will know, and mostly all these vendors are pretty good, especially these ones that have like a very high reputation of 5 stars. They have over 1,000 5 stars, over 2,000 orders. So they're probably fairly trustworthy. Of course, you want to make sure to do your due diligence. If they don't have any stars or reviews, then maybe they're not reliable and you don't want to use them. You should probably do a test purchase yourself, but what you have to do is go here, choose the shipping information. Usually you can use one called ePacket. That's best. It's free shipping. And then you just mark it up, $20, $30, sell it through your own store, and then click buy now and enter the buyer's shipping information. So obviously that's not your shipping information, but whenever the person who bought it from your store enters, then you just enter here and then say, hey, this is a drop shipping order, so they don't put like their branding or there's, they put pause or something confusing where the person who bought it thinks, hey, well, what about the store I bought from? Also, what you can do is you can go to Google and do a search for site:myshopify.com and then enter your keyword as well. So in this case, I just chose cats. And then you can get ideas for what to drop ship from other people who already have pet stores up there. So for example, let's pick this one maybe. And you can go through here and see the things that they're selling. And then what you can also do is click on images, and this is a faster way to see different products that are being sold as well. And what you can do here is click on the image. So let's go back to the store here. Say we like this one, we want to include something similar or this exact thing in our own store. We can download the image of it, upload it to Google Images. You can just go to images here, and then click this button here and upload that image. And then you can search Google for, let me just do it real quick here. And then what we'll do is it will show where all these images are as well on other sites. And you can probably find by going through these different images and checking them out who the original drop shipper is or who the original supplier is. And then you can contact them and say, hey, I want to sell this in my store as well. Here's the link to my store. How do I get started? And then that's another way you can start finding products to ship. Now also what you can do is you can reverse engineer things on Amazon or other stores, and if they don't have a drop shipper, you can probably find a wholesaler in many cases. So it's going to bring us to our next one, which you can do is wholesaling. Now, wholesaling, this is another type of store. Here you're selling products that are already been manufactured, but you have more control over the shipping process as you get to fulfill the orders yourself. So you buy a product from a wholesaler for a certain cost, then store them in a fulfillment center, or you can store them in your garage if you want, or your own fulfillment center, and then sell them for any price you want and pocket the profit, and you fulfill the order, or you send a message to the fulfillment company to go ahead and fulfill it. Now, what this is going to do is this allows you to maintain more control over your brand and the customer experience whenever they get the product. So you don't accidentally take orders, but then the drop shipper can't fulfill the order or they run out. This gives you more control and gives you the option to white label products, so to speak, to help differentiate yourself from other stores who are selling that same product. So you can like white label it and give it your own name and put your own logo on it, depending if they allow that. So here's a wholesaling site here called Worldwide Brands that I'm a part of. Now, again, there's a bunch of different ones online that you can use. And then you just log into here and you can see all these different wholesaling products. And if I find something that's interesting, like these socks here, for example, you can click on it. You can see the site, who to contact for the wholesale purchase. You can ask them for, just an example to see that it works, how much they require for their order, and then just include them in their store, in your store, and then mark them up however you like with your own name, and sell them through your store as well. Now, say for example, you find something on Amazon that you really want to sell, or something that you want to create your own version of that's kind of similar, or maybe you have your own idea for a 100% unique product that's not being sold already. Well, what you can do is manufacture it as well, and you can do this without investing your entire life savings. It's actually become very cheap to do. Now, this is the most time-consuming, a lot harder than setting up an affiliate store over the weekend, but can give you the most leverage as you can create your own 100% unique product no other store has. Now, you can get started as easy as browsing Amazon.com for top-selling products in your niche or products that are trending, or searching for something similar that you want to invent. So say, for example, you want to sell a certain type of fishing rod, but with a small twist that's different in your own unique store. What you can do is find an example of the fishing rod that matches your idea closely on Amazon. Then go to a site called Alibaba. Let me show you this one here. Here we go. You can go to a site called Alibaba and contact actual manufacturers there who can manufacture the product for you. Now, a few years ago, the site, when it was getting started, there were some people who would place orders and then they would get something that wasn't even close to what they wanted, or they flat out never got anything. But today, it's a lot safer. It's come a long way, and there's ways to review the company. You can search here through different manufacturers who manufacture different things, like this camera here. And then you can see actual manufacturers who are making it, and contact them to either buy it or even manufacture your own 100% unique product. Now, of course, you need to do your due diligence whenever you're searching for these places or these manufacturers. There's different transaction levels. You need to contact them to get a quote, see how many years they're in business. This one's in 7, so that's pretty good. They have, and this is their average response time. They have over 100,000 transactions processed. And what you can do is actually buy the fishing rod, for example, or send them an example of what you want and tell them, hey, I want this change or this change. And what they can do is usually if they're willing to work with you and you seem like a legitimate company and you have a real website and stuff up, they can send you, instead of ordering 1,000 of them or a batch order, you have to pay a little bit extra than this $27 if you want your own prototype, but they'll stop the supply chain, make their own for you, a unique one, and then send it to you, and then you can see if it's what you want before you place an order of 1,000 of them, and then it's not right at all. So there's ways that you can spend even under $100, get like a prototype or a quick example made, and then before you place a $1,000 order or a 1,000-piece order or even a couple 100-piece order, you have your own unique product. You know exactly how it works to start selling. Now, if they're not able to replicate it how you like, or you can't find something on Amazon that's similar to send to them and buy, what you can do is hire a prototyper to do it. Now, how you do this? Well, what you can do here is first, we'll buy a similar product to yours on Amazon, send it to the manufacturer on Alibaba, and to help them build your own unique one. Now, if they can't do that or it's too hard, what you can do is find someone who's like kind of a do-it-yourselfer, someone who, they're kind of good at like making quick little prototypes that you can mail over to the manufacturer for them to replicate. What you can also do is, if you don't have anyone, a family member, you're not good at it yourself, you can contact someone who is a Tech Shop Pass owner. Now, this is a new startup company that's in a bunch of major cities now, and what it is it's 3D equipment and prototyping equipment that you can actually pay. There's people who pay to get a pass for, and they just go there and work on these 3D computers. And what you can do is reach out to them, and they'll put a message in their Facebook page, or maybe they know someone who's there who can you can pay to make a prototype there, and they have access to all this 3D equipment. Now, if you don't have access to that, or you still don't want to do that, what you can do is contact a local industrial design firm in your area. Now, this will be the most expensive, but you'll be able to work one-on-one with them and see it in real life, and let them know that you're searching for a quote, so they don't give you this, kind of expensive quote. Let them know that you're shopping around for ideas. You have an idea for a product, a prototype, and you can work on it and work on it with them hands-on and see the prototype face-to-face. And then ship a copy of that prototype over to the manufacturer for them to replicate correctly. And then you have your own product out there, and it didn't cost you thousands of dollars, or you didn't have to drain your savings, your own unique, tangible, physical product out there, which is pretty amazing. Now, at this point in the webinar, I think I've proven, or at least opened some people's minds to the possibility that, yes, you can start a store, something real, without putting up hundreds of dollars. So it doesn't have to be your own unique physical product. But if you wanted to, you could do that today. That's how far technology has come. Now, would you agree? But anyone can just throw up a store and have products out there. And there's already tons of Shopify stores and affiliate stores and WooCommerce stores out there, and people who aren't having success. And maybe you set up your own e-commerce store already, and it's not really selling like you hoped. So what I really wanted to share on this call is, once you have your store started, how do you scale it fast, even if you're a one-man team with not a lot of capital to invest? Now, if you know Gary Vaynerchuk, he's a popular entrepreneur spokesperson all over Facebook. What does he always say? Well, he always says that it's not so much about the idea or unique idea, it's all about execution. Ideas are worthless, but it's all how you execute your store. So the key one to growing a store fast, even if you have similar products, this is how you can beat out your competition and grow it for the long term and make passive income, is getting lots of authentic store reviews fast. And this is the key that we analyzed, that the first key that was really big. Now, a store that has lots of reviews and crushes its competition with little or no reviews has lots of authentic reviews and real ones. And you can run expensive traffic, and you can convert it since your store is a trusted authority. So why do you need lots of real authentic views to your e-com store or affiliate store? Well, it's pretty much common sense, right? So what would you rather buy from? A store that looks like this, where there's one or two reviews and they look maybe like they're farmed out or fake? Would you want to enter your credit card information and give them that and think that it's going to come and be a quality product? Or would you rather buy from a store that has hundreds of reviews, tons of testimonials, and people are actively sharing it and marketing it for the store owner? So what one would you rather buy from and feel comfortable spending money? Well, obviously the one that there's a lot of social proof backed reviews, right? Now, the problem is that on Amazon, 2% of customers leave a review, if that. And that's if you're using their kind of expensive follow-up software to keep annoying customers to leave a review. So it really takes months, if not years, to get solid, legitimate reviews. I'm not talking about stuff where it's farmed out, and sites like Shopify and Amazon, they're cracking down on that kind of paid review stuff. This is stuff where they've actually bought it, they've shared it, people can tell that it's a real buyer, stuff that's really going to grow your brand. Now, people don't have time, your buyers, they don't have time to stop what they're doing and hurry up and go leave a great review for your store, even if they had a great experience with your brand and they love the product. So what do? Well, you have to set up a system that makes them leave the review, so to speak, or encourages them to do so, or you're never going to grow as a company, or at least it's going to take months to do it. So here's a system to get some reviews fast to your store that we've developed that's getting far more reviews a lot faster without farming them out or faking them uh, for yourself, which you can do instantly. So what you can do is, number one, after the customer receives the product, say someone actually bought from your store and they received it, what you want to do is follow up with them through an email and lead them to a landing page. Then on the landing page, what you want to do is showcase an incentive they'll get if they leave the review that adds value. For example, you can send an email that says, "Hey, thanks for your purchase for our shoes. If you're having a good time with these, if they're what you thought, you like them, then what we're going to do is, if you leave a quick review and help us out and help our brand and our mission, you're going to get a coupon for socks, or you're going to get a free pair of socks, or something that relates to shoes that will make them want to go and get those free pair of socks or that free bonus or incentive, but put it on a landing page to actually for them to actually see it. Now, it's one thing to tell them they're going to get free socks through an email, but it's another thing to actually put a video on a landing page. If you've ever done any marketing at all, you know that you need a landing page to make anything convert, and that's going to be kind of the key to allow you to do that. Now, once you've seen that they've left a real review, then go ahead and send them their promised incentive on another landing page. Now, why do you want to use another landing page? Well, this allows you to showcase related offers like upsells, cross offers to make more money, and let them engage more with your brand. And you should use another landing page for that as well. Now, here's a quick example of a page. This was just done in like a few minutes. You can obviously make your review page a lot better. Thanks for your purchase with our store. Now that you know more about us, would you be interested in helping us spread the message by leaving a quick review about your product? Let us know your thoughts. Now, in this case, there's like a widget. We'll talk about how you can insert one of those widgets yourself. But if you don't, then just have like a link to your shop or the place where it is so they can go leave the review. Then once they did that, check to see if they left a real review, and then send them their promise gift on another landing page as well. Now, here's some ways to get this to speed this up. First, make sure the bonus matches the product they bought. Again, if they bought a cat toy from you, you have an animal site, and one of the toys they bought was a cat toy. Well, don't send them stuff for dogs. Make sure the bonus or the incentive matches what they bought. Next, on your landing page, put images, videos, benefits, etc. to help it convert. Put a quick little sales video or welcome video that engages them with your brand, and then ask them to leave the review. It's going to help it convert a lot more. You wouldn't go buy something just from a blank text email. You'd probably go to a store and see a sales video or a pitch or something like that, and then that will help convert it. And then even better, sometimes the customer won't even get your email to go to the landing page. What you want to do is create an autoresponder sequence that reminds them about their bonus. So say you email them, you know that they got it, 14 days after they bought it, it's already been shipped. Then, 2 days later, send another follow-up email if you don't see a response or they didn't seem to leave a review. Now, what about getting the traffic to the store to get it off the ground and get those reviews in the first place? Okay, so about the traffic, pay-per-click and cold traffic, even including content marketing, it's a good way to announce your store to your target buyers in your community, but it isn't scalable in the long run. Now, let me tell you why. So it's very time-consuming and kind of expensive to constantly be creating new ads, new split testing campaigns, creating your funnel. If you're doing content marketing, writing in-depth, unique content each day, marketing it out, sharing it on Facebook and social media. So often, you won't profit at all in the beginning due to the high cost, whether you're paying someone to do all this content marketing, whether you're paying for the pay-per-click costs. Most stores can't actually profit from pay-per-click spending campaigns because the costs have just risen too high now, especially on Facebook. To announce your store and get it out there, but Well, here's how it works. Step one, after the customer leaves their review, send them to their thank you page, but include another incentive on it. Now, the incentive is going to be ask them to share the product that they just had a great experience on and review with their friends via email. And what works best, it seems to be, is 1 to 5 friends. If there's too many, then they're probably not going to do it. To download an extra incentive if they refer it to friends. And then once you decide that they've done this, they said that they've done it, then send them to another download page for their second incentive. Plus, again, showcase related products or ways to engage with your brand. Now, again, buyers may have a great experience with your brand when they first buy a product, but they aren't going to stop what they're doing, go get their product, rush to your site, and start emailing their friends about it. People are too distracted today. That's not how it works. Sure, if you start getting tons of sales, eventually, someone in a conversation may refer it or point it to a link in Facebook or something like that. But chances are, especially if you're kind of like a one-man or one-woman team, you don't have months to wait for some referral traffic, free traffic to kick in that's really going to help your store produce a positive ROI. You need to set up a system for it to happen and start happening quickly. It's based off incentives for people to take action. So here's an example of a page that you can use where it says, would you like to unlock an additional 20% off coupon for in addition to their first coupon that they got. So they got one coupon already, pets 4, 5, 6, and they're for leaving a review. But now if they refer 3 friends via email, they'll get an additional 20% off coupon. And this is going to get that viral traffic started for your page. And then once they submit that, then here's like a quick example. This is just made in like a minute or two that they can get for their second coupon where they can download it, and now they can visit your brand and your information to learn more about you or check out related products or watch a video, anything you want that's on a landing page. With authentic reviews and viral traffic, viral referral traffic coming in, where your store is going to grow at a snail's pace if you don't have those. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be successful, but it will take a long time, as that's kind of the 2 main keys that long-term stores are doing to really profit. Now, right now, you probably are thinking, well, this seems like a lot of work manually to do. You have to track every order when it was delivered, send all emails and the follow-up emails, design the page and remember the correct incentives for the right products you're selling, check to see if they left a real review, email specific reviewers their specific incentive pages to get the viral referral traffic, take their word that they shared it with friends via email, send them another incentive page based on the original product they purchased, etc. and etc. So it's a lot of work. But again, you have to do this. You have to put these systems in place because people aren't going to do it for you, and it's going to take a long time to grow your store the right way. So that's what that's kind of the problem that we had as well. Is there a way to put these systems in place that wouldn't take up all this much time? And there's a way to automate your review growth and free traffic as fast as possible. Now, there's some apps out there that kind of do some of these things. A few expensive ones that can send the follow-up emails. They didn't really have landing page creators, but maybe sometimes there's third-party creators like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages. But there's nothing that's like an all-in-one system specifically designed to help your campaigns get the traffic and authentic reviews using all this system. So that's why we created the ShopiRater software. Now, ShopiRater, this is a cloud app, the only app that allows Shopify and WooCommerce store owners to set up and automate incentive-based review campaigns and viral traffic email campaigns to help grow your store and brand for you. So just in a few clicks, you can automate campaigns that do exactly what I just talked about: give away bonuses, coupons, free products, and more in exchange for a positive review that target your store's previous buyers. Then for those who left a positive review, you can have ShopiRater ask them to refer the product via email using a special widget for an extra bonus or incentive. Plus, this is a great way to add value, help distinguish yourself from similar stores, and build your brand and a tribe right off the bat. Now, what I'm going to do is quickly show an example of how the ShopiRater software is going to help you set up all these campaigns and what it does. Now, over here, I'm logged into it. All you have to do is log into your account. This is a cloud-based software, and then just go up here to add domain and connect it with your store. All you have to do is paste one simple line of code and connect your Shopify or WooCommerce store. Then over here to the campaigns, this is where you're going to get started creating these automated review and traffic campaigns. So you want to go to add a campaign here and give it a name. And then you can choose to have just a standard campaign where it just follows up with an email, an incentivized campaign where it's just asking for the review. There's a landing page people go to, and then if they leave the review, they get their promised incentive on the landing page. Or the incentive plus viral share one, which is also going to drive the traffic as well. So let's just choose this for a quick example. This is just going to be a walkthrough so you can see how it works. And then what you want to do first is choose if you want it to apply to all your products in your store, if you want it to apply to a certain category of products, so you have a cat bonus that's only going to apply to cat toys, or you want to have it apply to just one specific product they bought. Maybe it's something that you need reviews for, something that's not getting off the ground, or maybe this is something that's really flying, your best seller that you really want to double down on. So say we will select this product here. You can have the time it gets sent out, the days after purchase. So obviously you want to make sure that it gets there, they use it for a day or so at least before you start sending emails for them to leave their review. So we'll pick like 14 days. And then your email settings, the cool thing is that you don't have to connect this with an autoresponder or buy an autoresponder or anything like that. If you have Shopify, you can use Shopify simple mail setting to go ahead and connect and send the emails. Or if you have your own host, your own web host, or you have something like SendGrid, you can connect your own SMT provider here and send the emails for free. There's actually ways that you can send emails for free via just your web host if you don't want to use the Shopify email settings. Then this is then right here is where you want to customize the email that they're going to get. So 14 days after they bought that cat treat, they'll get an email that says, "Hey, we'd love to hear about your recent purchase." Or you can customize it however you want. And then you can use the template here, where you can put their actual name and the product they bought, and talk about, hey, is this helping you? If so, can you leave a review to help us grow our store? Plus, on there, you're going to get this coupon for $10 off cat toys, or you're going to get this cat bonus CD, or whatever it is. And you can actually even customize a submit button where they can click to go leave the review. Now, in this case, you probably want to see, see the bonus or leave my review or something like that, and then you can have a signature if you want to as well. Now, also what you can do is build a whole autoresponder based off of just one thing that someone bought. So say, for example, they bought this catnip treat ball. What you can do is follow up with them for a more expensive product like cat furniture. You can add another follow-up email for them to go ahead and leave the review if they didn't do so already. Make just a reminder to leave it again. And then this is what it looks like here. You can have it 5 days after, 7 days after, 2 days after, whatever it is, and build up a full sequence for them to get a whole autoresponder sequence based on what they bought. And it's going to increase your ROI, your lifetime customer value, and get the review if they didn't see your initial email. Then finally, what you want to do is go to this viral email. Now, this is going to be what's going to be sent to them after the ShopiRater software has verified that they left a review, and they're going to get it. And this is going to ask them to, hey, we got your review, but if you want an extra 20% off or an extra coupon or this extra bonus for free, go ahead and share this with 1 to 5 of your friends. You can choose how many friends you want. Hey, you can share this with 3 friends via email, and then we're going to get you your extra bonus. And this is what's going to start driving that free referral, perpetual traffic that you can count on. So say you have everything ready. Now what you want to do is go and design these landing pages. Now with the ShopiRater software, you can actually use these templates here just to create your landing or incentive page. You can connect a third-party page, go to like Lead Pages or ClickFunnels, or you can just use the template builder here from scratch. What it's going to do is it has this the rating tab here where you can upload an image, you can add a video, you can ask them to do that for more social proof. Ask them to have a video of them using it to get their incentive. This is ways you can use it in your ad and have it convert a lot higher. And then you can drag these containers on your page and just quickly build out your page asking for whatever you want. So here's some text that I've dropped in here. You can add images, videos, and quickly build your landing page that they're going to come and leave their review on. And then, just like those examples I showed, they can type their name, their review title, their review, submit their review, choose their stars, and then it will automatically go to your queue where you can review it. And then if it's right, then they'll automatically receive the email to download their free gift. They'll automatically be directed to the place to get their free incentive that you're promising. So you want to hit next, and then you want to download, you want to create, your viral share page. Now this is the page that's going to ask viewers who left a review to first, go ahead and download their promised incentive. So you want to, have a space here for their coupon or their free ebook, whatever it is that you promised. But then under it, you want to create something or an image or video that says, hey, go ahead and share this with 3 of their friends, or maybe you can pick 5, whatever you want to pick here. Go ahead and share this with 4 of your friends, and then you're going to get this extra incentive. You're going to get this extra gift, and this is going to put in place the systems for them to drive the traffic as well. And then they're going to enter their 3 emails here, just like that example I showed before, where if they enter 3 emails in a row and the ShopiRater software detects them and the legitimate emails and they submit it, then it will redirect them to their final download page. And then let me show you this. And this is like the final thank you page where they can download that second incentive, where they can engage more with your brand. And whatever you want, check out your Facebook, follow you, buy an upsell or OTO, and get that last incentive product. Now, that's just the start of what ShopiRater can do. What this does is this can replace kind of the free reviews widget that Shopify comes with, or with WooCommerce comes with your own. And then you can add things like you can fully customize this with your logos, your branding, your colors, and you can see all reviews come with a verified reviews by ShopiRater tag here. And you can have them upload their videos, upload images. They can write a review on your page, and it's it's going to help convert your store a lot better because they can see people actually using the product. Potential buyers can see people who have already used it. They can see images of them using it. They can see like a video of them actually using it. That's really going to help you beat your competition. It's really easy to customize this. You can just go to on-site widget here, and then choose the font family, the widget size, if depending on how small or big you want it on your site, your background colors. For example, you can have this green or maybe teal if you want that. You can change the color of the stars. Customize this however you want. You can actually even add FAQs. Now, if you've ever gone and bought anything from Amazon, you notice the big thing here, and you can see it right here, is they have these FAQs, questions that people would normally ask about it that they can read, and it's going to help convert a lot better on Amazon. Now you can create your own FAQs for your own store now, WooCommerce, affiliate, or Shopify, e-commerce, that people can see the questions to, and then that's going to help convert the sale a lot better. And what you can do here is go to add an FAQ, choose the product, type in your question, type in the answer, just save changes, and then you can build out your own FAQs for any product you want in your store. Now also, what happens if someone leaves a negative review on your store? What you can do is go to the review moderation dashboard here. You can see all the reviews that people have added, and you can review them, see if they're fake or spam, or if they said something slanderous about your company, something that's not fair. And then you can delete that if you want, or you can go ahead and publish it. So you make sure that you're not, people aren't leaving like junk reviews or things just to get the goodies. You can make sure that they leave legitimate reviews. And if someone had a bad experience with it, well, that gives a quick way for you to reach out and contact them and make the experience right, instead of them publishing a 1-star review on your Shopify store and then you can't get it off because you're using kind of the free widget that comes with it. That would not be good. So this is a way to go ahead and monitor all the reviews that come in and make sure everything is working properly. Now there's also tutorials, there's settings, you can choose your email, you can add users depending on what version you get, and you can run all the different campaigns globally for specific products, and a lot more than that. So that was a quick demo of how that works. And it's kind of a big deal because you put in place the automations that would take an entire team to do. It's based on what works to grow a store quick and long term. It's similar review apps that don't drive the traffic or create the landing pages or do half of that stuff that I showed. Well, they cost $4.99 per month. No, not kidding. That's actually how much they're costing. And then for a limited time, it's going to come with e-com legacy training. Now, before I dive into that, There's obviously far more that goes into creating and growing a store than what I can give you in this simple video so far. And it's going to require a lot of time to scale it the right way. So if you're interested in starting something real and starting an e-commerce store, and maybe you already have one, but you need to put in place these automations to have it really grow and take off, and maybe you need to redo your brand or find some more unique products, and you need to redo it, then we want to help you actually get results and have something high quality and have a real store or hub that you can build a real business around. So if you're watching this webinar, well, that means that you can get access to ShopiRater software if you want, and e-com legacy training for a very low, no monthly fee today only. Now, with the e-com legacy training, this is a multi-module, step-by-step training that's going to walk you through how to find a profitable niche, how to set up your store, and profit for the long term. It includes 8 video modules like finding your niche, evaluating and testing your product, defining your brand, finding the products to sell, getting traffic, and far more. So everything's here for you to find an idea and get your store off the ground and profiting. So you're going to get that 100% free today, along with the ShopiRater software. So if you don't have a product to sell, you don't really have a brand, you're new to e-commerce, well, this is going to help you solve all that. And with ShopiRater, you're going to get everything that we just went over. You can run review incentive campaigns, run viral email traffic campaigns. There's the drag and drop builder, review moderation dashboard, customizable review widgets, and far plus the auto bonus delivery to actually deliver the bonuses on autopilot. You don't need to do that. Global campaigns. All you have to do is set up your campaign, hit go, and then you're done. You can walk away, and it's going to build your store for you on autopilot with the traffic and reviews. You can get access for far less, and I mean less. Now, at this time, if you're interested in starting a physical product store in a real brand that grows traffic hands-free, then go ahead now and visit the main sales page for more information, and that's the way we can help you even more and help grow your store and your brand. Go ahead and visit http://ShopiRater.io. That's going to direct you to the main sales page where you can learn more. And there you can see more information about ShopiRater, the current price and information, and more in depth about e-com legacy as well. If you have any questions, again, go ahead and submit them, whether it's about building your store, how to get started, or about the ShopiRater software. I'll go ahead and submit it now, as soon as this webinar is done, our team's going to be able to answer your reply via the email that you signed up with to view the webinar. Chances are you're probably going to find a lot of the answers to your question on the actual sales page. So go ahead and visit ShopiRater.io to get more information. So go there. You'll be able to view the entire sales page and still be able to get access at the very low price if you're watching the webinar right now. Now, again, there's no monthly fee price being offered, and you can get access today if you're still watching the webinar before it turns to a monthly SaaS price. And there's going to be a discount available as well during the special launch, only a major discount. Now the price is rising every few hours, so if you're watching this webinar later on or watching a replay of it or something, the chances are the price may have already increased some, but it's still going to be very low during the launch only. So make sure you go and check out the sales page right now, immediately following the webinar as soon as you can. We just want to be fair, be honest, the price is going up every couple hours. So if you want to lock this in, and this is something that you want to do, you want to build a real brand, build a store, then go ahead and check that out. So, and again, if you have any questions, fill in the question information, the bubble below, and we'll respond. So that being said, I'm going to shut down this webinar here. Visit the site ShopiRater.io for more information, and so we can continue to help you grow your store, provide a lot more information, and it can help you start something real that's going to scale long term and help you make passive income.